and welcome to Who Corner to Corner podcast. Sorry, were you going to do that?
Yeah. Paul, you do the introduction, he says. And I was all geared up for it. And then literally it's like being a ventriloquist. It's fine, mate. Go on, you crack on. I'll just clean my nails. You know?
Well, we'll leave that bit in. So, welcome.
Just on the phone. Yeah. Hi, this is Jeff's agent. Yeah, I want to make a complaint. Yeah. Go on, crack on.
So, welcome to another episode of Who Corner to Corner podcast. I'm Jeff, he's Paul. And this week we're doing our second.
Don't even get to say my own name. What's going on? Am I sidelined? Am I a side? Am I like Sideshow Bob now? That's what
Sideshow
it is,
Bob. Yeah. Welcome to the Jeff Show.
Yeah.
Shall I start that again?
No, it's fine.
Okay. So this is the second episode commentary that we've done. Well, we will be doing it. We haven't done it yet. So our first was for Orphan 55, which we did a little while ago now. And we chose to do that one because it's an episode that we both really like, and we had a great time talking about it as we watched it, didn't we? And what was been really nice was we've had a number of messages from people since then who said, I didn't really like the episode, but I saw you did a commentary and I'm going to watch it, I'm going to listen to it whilst watching the episode and see if I kind of reassess my view on it. And they did, didn't they? They said they enjoyed it a lot more, and I think, that they said that the fact that we liked it was, they quite liked it, really. So it was a lot of fun doing that. So, we had a few more converts to Orphan 55. So this week we're going to tackle the Fires of Pompeii. So in anticipation of what's still quite a long time away, but the return of David Tennant to our screens as some form of Doctor, we don't really know yet. We thought we'd go back and have a look at him and Donna together see them in action in a series season 4 classic, which was also written by James Moran, who we also spoke to a little while ago. We did about his
book on it.
That's right, his Target novel adaptation of this episode.
Based on the script.
The book, what he wrote.
What you wrote,
yeah. So you can go and check that out. We'll put a link to that on the episode description for this. We had a really good chat about not just Fires of Pompeii, but all of his other Doctor Who work and his other books as well and things like that. So, it was a really good chat. So, if you're going to watch Fires of Pompeii in tandem with us commenting on it, let's get ready to hit play. So, Paul, I'll do a countdown. Are you ready?
Go on, then. Yes.
3. Go on 1, by the way.
We're going on 1.
Going
so
on 1.
3, 2, 1. And on
press.
1 we press play.
That's it.
Gotcha, friend. Yes, indeed. All right, let's go.
Okay. 3, 2. It's on 1, remember? Okay, starting again. Right. 3, 2, 1.
TARDIS door opens.
Oh, TARDIS door's opening. Yeah, got that. Look how excited he is. Ancient Rome.
Ancient Rome. Look at his hair.
Well, it's massive, isn't it?
Like that. It's very spiky, isn't it?
This is brand new Rome. So this
it's so Roman. That's such a great Donna line, isn't it?
Yeah. One of my favourite lines is in this where she says, "Is this Epcot?" Because she.
So this is Donna's second adventure with the Doctor, isn't it?
It is, isn't it? Yeah.
She's
and
literally just kind of met up with him again from
the
one before this. Partners in Crime, wasn't it?
That's
there
it.
There we go.
That's it. And we in Epcot. That sign's in English. So she doesn't know about the translation and stuff, does she? So they filmed this episode abroad, didn't they? And we kind of take it for granted a bit now. I think that.
It's quite a big deal back in 2008.
Well, it was really. I mean, remember when they did the New York set episode in Series 3, and I think they might have done a few plate shots out in New York, but they didn't send the cast out there.
No, that's right.
So we've been really lucky in the last couple of years with foreign filming, and he thinks she's talking Celtic.
And he treats her like a stupid foreigner.
Yeah.
Welsh, you sound Welsh. So there's a bit of an in-joke there, isn't it? From
Russell
having
a bit of fun. There, someone
on
one of her.
Is.
Yeah. One of her first.
There was a time when we didn't know who Karen Gillan was.
No.
You know what I mean? And this is it. It's almost like harking back to a more innocent age.
Yeah. And now she's in a third part of a massive franchise, and painted blue, and the Jumanji films, and do you know what? It's really nice with Karen, because after she did Doctor Who, she sort of went to the States, and it didn't quite work for her initially. She did a sort of sitcom about like a social media star or something like that, and it didn't really work. And then it was looking a bit like it was going to go pear-shaped for a little while, and then she started to get, she went and did some more of her own stuff, and she writes and directs as well, which I think is fantastic. And then she got cast in bigger stuff, got Guardians, and it's just gone from there, and it's fantastic.
It's where they realise they're not in Rome.
Yeah, it's Volcano Day.
Hills in Rome, and what's that big mountain? Just one hill, and it's exploding. Yeah. It's on fire. God, again, every time I look at these titles now, it's almost like they're cheer me up. It's like so quick.
It is a really good.
It's never been as quick as this before, has it?
No, this theme tune is banging. This is the most bangingest version of the Tennant theme. It's the most bangingest of them all. Yeah.
Banging, mate. It's banging.
Nice.
Crazy. Your lozenge. The Fires of Pompeii by
James Moran.
So I'm excited already now. It's a great opener. So exciting. And here she is again.
Oh yeah. Now you don't see the stone Sibylline.
Don't give it away.
Oh yeah, well,
tension jet. People might be watching this for the very first time.
Well, they might be. Yeah. They're quite sort of
born in 2008. Actually, Frey was born in 2008. So
right. Wow.
That's a thought. So,
God, how old's this one now? Then this is 15 years old, isn't it?
15 years.
Wow.
Yeah. Actually, she was born in 2007. I'll get into trouble if I say 2008.
Yeah, I'll have to edit that, won't I? Yeah.
So she would have just been coming up. She wouldn't even have been one, because her birthday was a month after. Her first birthday, the month after this went out.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, the TARDIS has been taken, isn't it?
Nearly 16 years old.
Yeah. Wow. And you know what? We've talked a bit about this before, but some like season 1, season 2 episodes, like visually, they were a bit dated, but on this one, obviously technology's kind of commentate's moved on a bit.
Yeah,
it doesn't look.
Some of the effects, maybe.
Yeah.
Any sort of thing, aren't they?
And just the picture quality. I mean, like not necessarily the sets, but this episode. Do you know what I mean? This episode looks expensive.
But this was filmed in HD as well, wasn't it? So this is the first.
No, they didn't start till the specials.
Was that after
they didn't start.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it was after this. But this does look sharp.
Who throw me that face?
Yeah. This was.
You've got to think, right? Peter Capaldi, massive Doctor Who fan. Suddenly he's in Doctor Who. He's in an episode.
Yeah.
It's a big part in Doctor Who, and a bit like Colin Baker in Arc of Infinity.
Yeah.
Another big Doctor Who fan. Sully's in Doctor Who, and then thinks, "Well, I didn't actually play the Doctor, and I played this part, which means I can't be the Doctor." Of course, this is Doctor Who. It can absolutely
find a way around it.
What do you think of this family, Jeff?
I quite like them. I think, it's hard to say because obviously I have never been there, but the kids are probably a bit more modern than they
have quite modern
actually.
Sensibilities, don't they?
Yes, yeah, and whether that was how they would have been at the time, I don't know. But you have to make stuff, particularly a show like this. I think semi-work for the audience that are going to be watching it. In that, when it goes out, do you know what I mean? I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah, I don't dislike them at all. This is the set that James visited, wasn't it? One day,
that's right. Yeah,
he was telling us, and he ended up chatting to David about stuff, didn't he? And looking at the TARDIS or something, which is must have been quite an exciting moment for him.
There's just something about this family that doesn't quite. I think it's the kid. I think it's the son. What's his name? Look at him. It's almost like he's trying too hard to play edgy teenager.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's all right. He looks the part. And they say the lines, but it's a bit.
Yeah, maybe that's what. yeah, like I said,
I'm being
they
very
feel.
critical, aren't I? I'm sorry about that. I remember thinking it when I first watched this. But
It is slightly jarring
feel it now,
because they feel more modern, but
oh no, it's not the fact they feel more modern. It's just I think it's the acting, to be honest.
fair enough.
If you're watching this guy who plays this guy, I'm really sorry. It's just, you know, it's almost like maybe you're being over-directed. I don't know. Whatever. That's a good shot, isn't it? You know, something in the fire.
It's a very... Oh, you get a little glimpse of those things there.
Yeah, that's
Pyroville. That was a classic RTD era point of view shot there, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, you say, it is, but
well, they did do them in the old suits, but
Russell has the trademark on it.
Oh no, he didn't come up with it.
It's more of a Doctor Who classical thing, trademark.
I'll give you that.
Just putting you in your place there, mate. Doctor Who does not belong exclusively to Russell T Davies.
No, it
much
does
as
not.
it may seem sometimes that it does. Oh, look at this. Pompeii's
This is quite a dark episode, isn't it?
It turns quite dark, yeah. I mean, it starts quite light, doesn't it? And then it gets there. It's just very snappy.
She's
dialogue,
so good.
Isn't it? It's just bouncing
Yeah,
around,
it is.
bang, bang,
Yeah.
bang, 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 back and forth. These two, brilliant. I love that.
He wants to go, didn't he?
Spaceman.
I thought you would.
Yeah,
I can't remember if I said on the episode. I said to you earlier, Paul, that funnily enough, my son started looking at stuff about Pompeii at school today, he said, I watched a video of a day in the life of Pompeii, but before Vesuvius erupted, and it goes through the sort of the set hours of the day, and shows all the smoke. You never actually see the sort of any real major eruption, but you see smoke, and then the city getting destroyed. And he was quite interested in it, and he said, "Can I show you it? Can we look it up?" And so we watched it, and I said, "Oh, do you know there's a Doctor Who where they go to Pompeii, and the Doctor sort of accidentally causes the volcano?" Ooh, he said, so maybe he'll watch it. I don't know, but it is quite a
scary monster.
It has got scary monster, and it's quite a tough.
I think these guys are kind of freaky as well, aren't
they?
Yeah.
Particularly, I won't. Well, later when it goes.
Save it.
That
you're
reminds
like
me
a
of
kid in a sweet shop sometimes, aren't you? Really?
Yeah.
Oh, and this bit. Oh, and that bit, and that bit. And I can't wait for that.
So, just doing that noise there reminds me of Rowley Birkin on the Fast Show. Do you know who I mean? Afraid I was very, very drunk.
Good day, old man. Yeah.
I don't know what you're implying there, but
positions. You can see him the way he runs there.
Yeah,
it's almost like the way he runs when he's the Doctor, like a penguin, as Bill puts it,
with its arse on fire.
That was.
I like the way they're. Was it?
I don't know.
Oh, we can't go back now because it will wreck everyone's interactive commentary. Spartacus.
So am I.
We're not married.
Yeah, very funny. Some great jokes in this.
Marble.
Kate Killius.
I do like that P-Cap was a huge fan, and he got to do this, and then I think he talked about it, and he said, well, I thought if I couldn't be the Doctor, at least I could be in the episode and achieve that dream. But then obviously, a few years later, well, actually, it was quite a while later, wasn't it? It came true for him.
Look at those eyebrows.
Yeah, attack eyebrows.
And of course, he was in Torchwood.
And Torchwood as well,
as the Prime Minister, wasn't he?
That's right,
was the Prime Minister to start off with? It's been a while since I've seen it.
Yeah, I don't remember it that well.
He was definitely a government dude. I'm sure people will let us know. Do you know, actually, Children of Earth, I've only watched it once, and I absolutely loved
same.
it. But I don't know if
it was
watch
good.
It again. It was really, really good. Some of the best sci-fi I've seen. And he was brilliant in it. And he was kind of a dark character, wasn't he? And this is a great thing, because he can do light-hearted like this, and he can do the really dark stuff and utterly convince each time. Yeah, actually, so can Tennant. Actually, you see him in Jessica Jones, the first series of that, and
he's really good as
really good,
he is. Yeah,
and Good Omens as well, where he's neither good nor bad, and sometimes he's a bit of both and splits between both. Yeah, he's a great actor in this. And who thought as well that Catherine Tate would be as good as she is? Because up until this point, we'd only ever seen her in a sketch show, right? The Catherine Tate show.
Well, she'd done The Runaway Bride by this point, hadn't she?
Yeah.
But I've said this before, I think, on the podcast, but when they said that she was appearing in the show, I thought, no.
Yeah, stunt casting,
then they said Matt Lucas was appearing, and I thought, oh no. Then they said John Bishop, oh no. But every time I've been, by the time Bishop, by the time Bishop came around, I should have, kind of learnt that I'll probably be wrong here. And Tate proved, like quite a lot of comedians actually, that the acting chops are there, and particularly in this episode, towards the end and Planet of the Ood and stuff, she displays a real kind of emotional side, and she is fantastic in it. And I really like Donna, and her performance across all of this was a revelation, really. And I just think she's great in it all. And a bit like Tennant, she doesn't do the sort of in scarier stuff, in anything, because obviously she's comedian, but she does the sort of snappy, wisecracking stuff through to quite emotional stuff as well.
This is good here. The reveal of that stone slab.
Stone microchip.
Well, the Doctor knows it looks like a circuit or part of a circuit or something, doesn't
they
it?
just think it's art, don't they?
Just dreamt it up.
Who's the official? Who's the guy in the white robe?
He is. What's his name? I forget his name.
Is it? It's not Parklife Man, is it?
What's his name? Is he Quintus? No, he's not Quintus. That's the kid, isn't it?
No, that's his screen name, surely.
Yeah, it's he's Lucius, isn't he?
Yes.
That is Phil Davis.
Yeah.
Who is? He was in Quadrophenia.
Yeah.
Bounties in Mad Dogs. He was in Merlin for a bit. Bleak House.
Right.
All of that stuff right there. He's been in Bergerac. Been in loads of stuff, mate.
Yeah, I recognise him.
Someday you just end up watching the thing, don't you?
Yeah. Yeah. He is Parklife Man.
Is he the Parklife Man?
Yeah. Phil Daniels.
He's not, is it? No, Phil Davis.
Oh, that's someone different then.
Yeah.
No, his name's Phil Daniels.
Is it Phil Daniels?
Yeah, Quadrophenia. Sure? Only Fools and Horses, prequel Rock and Chips, Parklife, yeah. Let me look at his filmography.
He's the Parklife dude then.
Oh, hang on. Oh, theatre, radio, television. Where is it? Must be on there. Sorry, this is really boring for people watching. Are we really
carry
confused
on, mate.
here?
I'm just gonna carry on watching this.
No, he was. It's not that. That's not who he is.
No.
Oh, there's something on your back. Yeah. Sorry.
Not Phil Daniels. Phil Davis.
Oh, this bit's quite spooky, isn't it?
She's got some kind of sight in sight, isn't she?
There's something on Donna's back.
Lord's,
he looks scared there, doesn't he?
He looks intense.
Yeah.
Actually, we always go on about Peter Capaldi having attack eyebrows. It was made of it, wasn't it? But actually, David Tennant's eyebrows are pretty impressive as well, aren't they? They do a lot of that sort of stuff.
And the separate category for eyebrow acting.
I can't do it. It just makes me look stupid. That's why I'll never be an actor.
I must say, watching this one back, the set design and stuff on this and the production is really
nice,
good. Yeah, it is.
This is where the BBC are really good, actually, aren't they? They're all good at this kind of stuff. They love doing historical things because they can kind of go to town with all the lovely.
Yeah, somehow they've always been able to do a good job with it, haven't they?
Yeah.
That bit there where Donna touches the stone bit on her arm.
Her arm.
You know, you can see the sort of concern and care there, and you know that is a big part of her character, isn't it?
Yeah, she brings the humanity to the story, doesn't she?
Yeah.
You know,
Okay, so
nice
let's
dialogue, but
but there's heart to her, you know, and she was, you know, fleshed out and deepened, you know, way more than I kind of thought she would, both in terms of, you know, how she played it all, and how it was written. So what did you think of the end of Donna's story in this season,
you know
and then her?
Think of the end of it.
I do, but I want you to repeat it.
I've said it many times. But what I'm going to change my story and say that we haven't yet seen the end of it. We'll see the end of it in November. In the 60th.
Oh, very clever. Well, let's say at this time, I found it very moving, and awful that, you know, we had quite a lot of you know, heartbreaking endings, particularly Rose and Donna's, less so Martha's, but
Dust.
I felt that you know, the fact that she sort of lost you know, her memories of it all, it was really sad, because she, you know, grown and evolved as a character.
She developed,
she did, and then was sort of got reset,
with a writer's pen.
Yeah, and you know, I sort of think back on it.
Wouldn't it be great if we just wipe her memories? No, it's not great at all. It's awful.
No,
I hate it.
And you know what? I feel quite torn on it, because from an emotional point of view, it's really sad, and the effect it has on 10. But I don't like that. You know, she lost her memories like that, and I don't know. Would it have been more tragic if it had happened sort of, you know, as an accident or something? Do you know what I mean? There might have been a different way to do it, you know, and still have achieved that sort of same end. So, you know, I find it really sad, because obviously she, you know, became the best version of herself, but then it's all undone.
Exactly, and the thing is, you kind of grow with her as well.
You
get to know, you get to understand her, you see her develop, like you said, and everything else, and eventually sort of face down Davros and the Daleks. And then,
and it's, you know, she's
brilliant. Because you think it's a great ending that we're just going to wipe all that way. You don't only snatch it away from Donna, you kind of snatch it away from the audience as well. So the effect is kind of, it's pretty awful. And I think it didn't make me feel sad. It actually made me feel really, really angry, because I kind of enjoyed this series. I thought it was one of
I've said to you before.
Very best. And then it ended like that. This
is probably
we haven't seen the end of it yet.
So that's a good get out on it, because this is probably, for me, the best you know, run of stories, you know, up to this point, and for you know, probably quite a long time afterwards, that was, you know, consistently.
Maximus. That's funny, isn't it?
Consistently brilliant. And so I often react to things
series,
quite.
This one. I love series.
It is, you know, like for me, there's never a sort of truly duff episode in any season, but this one, like, it was on fire the whole way through. But I often react to things sort of on an emotional level, rather than sort of looking at things and going, oh well, you know, plot and, you know.
Yeah, but that's important, mate. That's story.
No, but I don't. But what I mean is, I'm not looking at things to pick them apart. But I do feel torn over the end with Donna. And
that's good with the eyes. Look at that. Sibling sisters. Sorry, mate. Go on.
And then when I love that crane shot there, when she was brought back for you know, the end of time, I'm not sure about that, because it sort of didn't do anything, you know. And I remember thinking,
it's kind of a celebration of David's time as a Doctor.
And I you know, I liked his sort of farewell tour at the end, but I felt that Donna sort of didn't end up doing much. I think I was kind of really hoping she was going to get the memories back and you know, sort of slightly undo what happened at the end of this season. But maybe that will happen in the 60th, because, you know,
fudge it somehow.
Yeah. It would be great for her to go back to sort of, you know, where she is at the end of this season before the wipe. Sorry, what were you going to say then?
I don't know. I've completely forgot.
Sorry, that's my fault.
I was going to talk about something that happened about 5 minutes ago, I think. But sorry.
I like these little shadowy glimpses of the lead sister there.
Yeah. And it's the sort of sacrifice thing as well is a kind of well-known Doctor Who trope. So you got me thinking he's the Park Life guy now.
Yeah, no. Any second he's going to go. And on Thursdays, I can't remember the words.
Truly waiting by the
That's
pigeons.
it.
They love a
by
bit
the
of
TARDIS.
It's
Pompeii life.
I like that, mate.
Yeah.
He's got his brainy glasses on, hasn't he? The
Yeah.
Which I love the idea
know,
that gets him from when he was the fifth Doctor.
I do think Ten's got quite an impressive set of mutton chops there, hasn't he?
He does, yeah. Hey, mutton chops are fashionable. To be honest, if you're David Tennant, pretty much anything you wear is kind of fashionable. You can just
he did have
off.
Good hair, didn't he?
Great hair.
Oh, this is a good little bit here, isn't it?
Oh, armless.
Ooh.
Look at that. Yeah, not the gods. Armless enough. There you go.
That is a classic
brilliant.
10
well done,
joke.
James. I love it. To be honest, you can't not put a joke like that in there. Really, it'd be a crime if you didn't.
Yeah.
My carvings. See now
his hair.
he's kind of.
Well, look at the way he's lit there, and
we don't really know what it is. Yeah, we're seeing glimpses of this red demonic form in the fire.
I like the way he's getting lit red there, and
there it is.
whoa, look at that.
So when I first saw this, I thought, it looks a bit like a Transformer.
Oh yeah, it does. Yeah. Alonzi.
Yeah, something's coming after you, Doc. Better start running.
Yeah, you're right about his eyebrow. Look, he's doing a bit of. Can you smell what the Doctor is cooking?
Yeah. Here we go. Footsteps. Better start running.
That clanging noise is pretty good.
Anytime. That's quite good, actually. The fact it's underground.
Yeah.
Waiting for something to appear in front of them, but no, it's already on them.
Ooh.
There it is. Look at that. It's nothing like a bit.
Yes, that's quite. I've got to get a Cameron reference in, but it's quite Aliens, where they think the aliens are coming at them, and then they realise they're above them.
Yeah, that's
right. On the motion detector.
Similar kind of thing as well. Oh no, with the vents.
Yeah.
The floor plates. Oh,
that's cool.
This is a great moment. I love this monster reveal. Look at that. That's a great effect.
That is a really cool.
Smashing.
Yeah.
It's what I love. This is one thing I really, really love about the modern series is the fact that now, we see Doctor Who as I always wanted to see it.
Yeah, as you imagine it. That guy just got torched, didn't he?
Yeah.
I just remembered what he does later. It sort of looks like it's literally made of fire, and it's the armour is sort of floating with the fire as the body. If you see what I mean,
like a crust, like the magma.
Yes,
crust, right?
yeah.
Just a bit where it cools.
Yeah. Quite easily defeated though, but you'd have to be pretty
cold
brave.
Water on it.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all you need to do. This episode literally could have ended here.
Yeah.
Well, you wouldn't want to do that, I suppose, would you really?
Yeah.
Divert an aqueduct into the heart of Vesuvius.
And can you imagine if James had been like, "Here you go, Russell. The script's 8 pages long."
Minutes long.
He pulled out a water pistol. Save the water pistol till later. I like the idea that the Doctor's pockets are somehow sort of TARDIS-like, and there's
again another Doctor Who staple.
Yeah,
isn't it? The Doctor has all kinds of things available in his pockets. Here we go. The sacrifice, which was seen in Doctor Who so many times, but I love.
Yeah.
But Catherine, Donna's reaction to it, you have got to be kidding
me. Yeah.
How did I end up in this B movie almost?
Yeah.
This B movie situation. There she goes. This is Donna in full form, isn't it? Listener, go there. Brilliant. I love that. Honestly, I think that is James Moran having a lot of fun.
Yeah.
With a kind of B movie Doctor Who trope from the 80s.
Yeah.
And Donna's just the right sort of person to do it. That is exactly how she would react.
She's not
brilliant.
She's annoyed and probably is a bit scared, but she's not screaming or
she's not a screaming damsel in distress.
No.
The Sybil. Would she really?
Karen is from Inverness, isn't she, in Scotland? My mum lives up there, and she, I think she's the patron of Eden Court, the theatre, and she does quite a bit up there. I think she might live in LA now, but she's still, got connections back there.
Bit warmer.
Yeah, a little bit. But she got married, didn't she, last year?
Times.
Yeah.
This is where
still don't get the reveal there,
to, isn't it?
Yeah.
There you go. Look.
Oh.
Yeah, that's pretty gross, isn't it?
It is gross, yeah.
That's disgusting. That is.
Yeah.
Oh, you wouldn't serve that up with your onions, would you?
You've overdone it.
Sick, that would. The voices. Yes. Yeah, it's already started. Look at it. So I love this. The fact they think it's a blessing, like a sign from the gods. How religion and beliefs can be corrupted. Yeah.
But in the days gone like this, if your crops died, they'd say it was the devil or something, wouldn't they? And that belief in that sort of thing was.
What are you on about?
Well, yeah.
This is nice. Actually, I'm talking to the creature inside.
Yeah, that's you think about that.
The monster.
Yeah, that's
dark,
pretty horrible. Yeah.
Oh, that's grim.
Do you know what that is? That is a Big Finish voice. They should bring them back for Big Finish.
What, the Pyroval? You think?
Yeah.
How interesting are they without the visuals, though?
Well, it works with the Weeping Angels on audio. They were pretty good.
This is something, right? That's just this.
Oh no!
Pyroval with the little tongue.
Yeah.
Disgusting. There seems to be a thing in this era of Doctor Who about naming the alien, naming the monster, naming the race, the species. And it somehow gives the Doctor a sort of strength over them or an advantage over them or something like that. Don't know about that. I mean, it's maybe some kind of a fantasy thing, but water pistols. Forget it. It's just water pistols at the end of the day. It's what I love about Doctor Who. We go from that to water pistols. Brilliant.
Yeah. Well, do you remember in is it in series 2 in Tooth and Claw? He talks about how words and have power and stuff like that, and it's Martha walking the earth with his message, and that has power to it, and that's series 3 in it. At the end.
But the werewolf one's number 2. Yeah, I think it's throughout, isn't it? There's a few. There's also the one with the witches, the Shakespeare.
Yes, that's it. That's where it's really prominent. The words they want it for the spell, don't they?
And it kind of works for that story, I think.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think it kind of run away with it. Things run away a little bit. I don't know. It's just a thing.
I remember watching this one. I remember watching this one a couple of years ago, and I had to rewind it because I don't know why he squirts the pistol, and he goes, yeah, 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 yeah. And he does.
Yeah.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Appian Way. Again, lots of fun with dialogue.
What did he say?
Appian Way. Which is true. There's the Appian Way in Rome, I think it is, isn't it? This is just pure Doctor Who. All of this here.
Yeah.
It's melodramatic. It's heightened. It's brilliant. I love it.
Yeah, it's really. I was going to say it's starting to hot up now, but that felt like a bad pun. But it's building really nicely here, isn't it? Yeah, look at the change in the lighting there and the shadows and.
I tell you what, as well, actually, the music on this is fantastic, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's very different from the usual kind of Murray Gold thing. It's it's very in keeping with the period.
Yes,
we've got the kind of drums and we've got
there's a lot of drum stuff going on.
Vocals and some ancient horns and things. It's much more evocative. Yeah, I think than a lot of the other music from around this time. then he brings it in really nice and personal.
Yeah.
Well. I love this.
Which is fitting nicely with that shot, the way it's moving in on her face there. Most terrible
exactly.
choice.
Yeah, I think it's probably one of the best soundtracks that Murray Gold has done for Doctor Who. It's really good. It's almost like it's dialed down.
Yeah. Yeah, could quite easily have been really, bombastic and big, and it's not. I wonder where they filmed this, because they certainly didn't build that in a studio, did they?
No, they didn't.
This. Ooh, that's a bit like Eccleston's speech in Rose, where he says, he can feel the globe, Earth turning all the time. That bit there. Sorry, dear listeners. We went silent there.
It's very boring for you now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Make up your own commentary as you go along.
But Donna Tate is really good there in that little bit, you know. Oh yeah, they come back here, don't they? You're right. It is a bit. It's like a rock transformer, but it looks exactly really cool. Yeah. I remember this when I first watched this episode. When they get to the dilemma, I'm thinking, oh wow, that is, it's quite a kicker, isn't it, when it happens? A fixed moment, and he realises he's got to make it happen again. Yeah, these effects are pretty good.
They are really good. Yeah,
nice design, like really well done. Where'd he get that from? Rocket. Oh, it's their little ship.
Yeah. Oh, that is good.
That ship reminds me of a Sontaran one for some reason, because it's like a little ball, isn't it?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah. So it's made of rock, stone, or whatever it is.
Yeah, I was going on,
It's really good, isn't it?
Yeah, it is good.
And this is where it's starting to get really dark now. It's like...
Yeah.
Because, I mean, this story was only ever going to end up one way.
They couldn't have... They couldn't stop it, could they? And I think it's quite good at showing the well, he sort of mentions it there, the burden and the that the Doctor has, and the danger that they can get themselves into, and for Donna, on really only her this is her first proper trip, isn't it?
It is.
She's
exactly.
literally like this is, again, forgive the pun, but into the frying pan kind of thing, because it's hot, you see. Lava. Oh dear! Even in this moment, he can still make a terrible joke. But this is where she realises, what's involved in his life and everything, and I think it kind of. It goes back to the Runaway Bride, where she says, "I think you need someone to stop you," and it's not stopping him, but
that's it.
A partner.
She gives the Doctor humanity.
Yes,
she fills that gap in his personality.
Oh, here you go. Another lost planet.
Yeah, that's the recurring thing, isn't it?
Yeah, I liked that. The lost moon of Poosh, and I thought the wasps disappearing or the bees was a little bit random, but there is actually an element of truth in that. They're dwindling apparently. But yes, I can't remember if there's a mention in the first episode, but yeah, planets being taken and missing is quite is threaded nicely throughout all of this season.
Yeah, what a payoff towards the end. At the end of the series.
That's great.
Well.
Yeah, that's a really good arc. That just dropping it with and it actually kind of builds to something substantial. Oh, this is where we realise this.
Donna's anger at him.
Yeah.
And what she's feeling is right on her face, isn't it?
Yeah. He makes it happen. And it's very entertaining, isn't it? And it's quite sort of scary and intense at this point. But and obviously, like you were saying earlier, it's very heightened. But if you get into the characters there, what an awful thing for the Doctor to have to go through.
Oh yeah.
To have to make this happen. No one's ever going to be in a situation like this. But look at him.
See, now suddenly this is it, isn't it? We're down in this little focus
and this
point.
is where she's with him. It's an awful thing, but they have to do it. It's that thing of one person or a million, isn't it?
Yeah.
Some nice crane shots in this. Oh, that noise. That's some quite good classic Who acting there. The flames are really in front of him. Yeah, that's pretty impressive, isn't it? Wow.
Yeah, that's good.
Oh yeah, you do see them fly out. Yes, I remember. Bit of stock footage. She's good.
It's very sensitively done.
Quarry. This is a good shot.
Yeah. You probably know they did that, don't you? Hey?
Well, they just ran and pulled the camera back, really.
Let's pull it back really, really quick. It'll be great, I promise you.
Yeah.
$1 million shot, this. The model work's quite good as well, actually, in this.
Yeah.
I'd say it's CGI model work.
Yeah.
I think, mostly, isn't it? But it's good, the smoke effects and the ash falling and stuff like that. It's all.
And also bearing in mind, like,
these are difficult elements to do.
It's and even they've been, meant to be shafted there. Yeah, this is everyone's just kind of running around screaming, and if you were to be watching this being filmed, it probably looks a bit silly. But it's it works on
especially
screen.
When it's done from different angles, different takes. And
just do it over and over.
Let's get one where you do this. Let's get one where you do that, and now we'll do it from over here. Just see what that looks like.
Yeah, there you go. Look, she's trying to help, but oh no, Donna.
It's not going to end well, is it?
Everyone else usually gets a semi-fun first adventure in the TARDIS, don't they? And it might be dangerous and
she gets to see a whole city of people die.
And she gets that's it. Yeah, what a
overnight almost.
Look, she didn't want him to go.
This is, isn't it? Here we go.
And actually, that's quite 12th Doctor-y there to leave, but he that's the burden, isn't it?
Yeah, but that trait's not exclusively the 12th Doctor, is it? I think.
No, it's not, but it's
quite
was prominent.
More. It was explored more, I think, with the 12th Doctor. The side of the Doctor's personality where he could just kind of turn his back on a fixed point or on a bulb. I'd see it as a fixed point, but actually forget that he's looking at people. I think, again, this is that sort of lack of empathy that the Doctor has with the smaller things.
Yes.
I think it's quite interesting because, the Fifth Doctor points out in Earthshock that life is the whole meaning of life is in these small, intimate moments, like
Yeah.
the colour of the sunset, a well-prepared meal, all that kind of thing. And yet the Doctor, despite that, repeatedly doesn't see those small events,
No.
those little human connections. And it
Well,
takes
it's like-
someone like Donna to literally throw his face in
Yeah.
front of it. I mean, the
Yeah,
same again
listen,
with
listen.
the Fourth Doctor in the Pyramids of Mars, when he just he's been working with Scarman, and when Scarman gets killed, he just sort of knocks the body off the chair, and Sarah
Yeah.
Jane has a pop at him. It's always been there in the Doctor's
Well, he
personality.
said earlier, didn't he? It's I see it all. That's my burden, and I think he's so focused on that bigger picture.
Yeah, and that this is where the 10th Doctor starts. He's already kind of embarked on his journey of almost like the vengeful god, isn't he? Almost.
Yeah.
And it culminates with the Waters of Mars, with the Time Lord Victoria's speech.
Time Lord Victorious book and audio series.
When Donna's not there,
No.
she's not there to hold him back. And nobody's. There's no
Now,
Time Lords anymore or anything.
What do you
So
think of
this
this?
thing about points. Go on.
This shot coming up where he's really sort of portrayed deity like.
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't. I know.
Come
why
with
they
me
went
if
for
you
it.
want to live.
I get it.
Come
but
with me. So every time he says, "Come with me if you want to live."
I think this is one of the first times we've really seen it. No, it's
Well,
not.
you'll
Actually,
see.
we had
It's
it.
not. He got it in
had at the
Voyage of
end
the
Series 3,
Damned.
didn't we?
Is it Voyage of the Damned where he's literally lifted up by
Lifted by
angels?
angels.
Yeah.
And we get it when he's restored from being Dr. Dobby at the end of the Series 3 finale, wasn't he? So, yeah, I don't like
Yeah.
it. But again, we get it again in the, what was that, Flatline, wasn't it, where Peter Capaldi's Doctor appears in a blaze of glorious light.
Yeah.
It's nice to use maybe once,
Yeah.
twice at a push, but yeah, I think it's...
I forgot about Dr. Dobby. Doctor is a bad master.
It's not as bad as that. Yeah, we should do that one.
That's because Tennant, did he hurt his knee or his back or something, and he
He
couldn't do all of it. I think there was a bit of a reason why he had to become Dobby-ized.
Oh, okay. I think it's the only thing that really annoys me about that story. Actually, he spends most of
Yeah.
it as a CGI puppet in a cage.
Yeah. And they fix it by going doctor, doctor, doctor at the same time.
Again, it's all quasi-religious, isn't it? Pointing the Doctor as a deity. I think.
Yeah.
It's a nice idea to explore once in a while.
Yes,
but
it is, because there is that thing of he
but
walks
it's almost
outside
like
of us.
an
And,
idolisation of the Doctor.
Yeah.
What is he? Vengeful destroyer, an unstoppable. Was it the oncoming storm?
Yeah,
Something that planets fear, and it's like, well,
I
that's
never
not
see the
quite
Doctor
Who
as
that I
No.
grew up with, and
I agree.
actually
And
empathise with, and
Yeah.
wanted to travel a TARDIS with.
yeah, and I think that was one of the reasons why I liked 13 so much, because there was none of that
it was
sort
kind
of
resetting all that, wasn't it?
yeah.
I mean, we did have a period with the Seventh Doctor being a little bit like that, and maybe this is kind of where that comes from.
And that is a trait of the character, it's there, but
is.
I prefer to sort of see the Doctor as more,
Well,
as
You
heroic
say
rather
that,
than
right. You say that. I think it's not so much in the Doctor as in the production. Actually, the Doctor, the blaze of light from the TARDIS doesn't have to be there. It doesn't.
No,
it's got
true.
clear iconographic significance.
Yeah.
And
Because
and
it's not
again with
doing
the
it
whole
there.
restoration, and like you said, being lifted up by angels, and that's
It's an
intentional.
obvious. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Wonder what the new TARDIS interior is going to look like.
Yeah. I hope it's chintz. I want to see loads of chintz cushions. I want to see just.
I reckon
wanna
it's
see it
going
all
to
totally
be
planned up.
sleek, shiny metal, and I did read that it was big enough to fly drones in.
Indeed, yeah. Well, we said that with Darren from SFX, didn't we?
Yeah,
We were
that's
talking about
right,
drones
yeah.
in the TARDIS console room and stuff. It'd be good to see it really big, like actually
It would
really
be,
big.
yeah.
Not CGI made
But
bigger,
genuinely
made bigger
big,
through
yeah.
CGI, but genuinely a massive cathedral-like set.
Yeah,
That'd be great fun.
and then there'd be so many options for filming in it.
That's where we're getting some choral music coming in now, aren't we? So it's almost reverting back to type.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just
It's only a small thing, but I like the change in her character there. You know, all that heavy stuff has been lifted. You know, and they've obviously been able to.
And it's all better again. We kind of hit a reset switch almost.
Yeah. You know, even the Doctor has inspired him there.
Yeah, this is quite good. I like this bit, this little coda at the end, back with the family. And it's nice that actually they do survive. You know, they easily.
Well, yeah, and it's good that they're followed up with like this as you know, they were a big plot point of it all. I like that. Later, I wonder who's got that now. That got tableau, that prop. It's probably in a museum somewhere.
It's a bit, but it's a bit.
Well, waiting to come out.
You know, it's probably rotted away by now. It's
maybe.
Years ago, mate.
Yeah.
be like the Merker's mask.
Yeah.
He's all right, this guy. Actually, I know I was quite harsh on him at the start of it, you know, but I kind of warmed to him at the end.
What, the son? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good episode. That one, Planet of the Ood.
Yeah, this is
Dr.
one of my
Donna
favourites.
Yeah.
Graham Harper again, isn't it? Who directed this one?
Yeah.
Some typical Graham Harper kind of tropes again, but really, really intensely directed.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah. Well, I really
pop art Andy Warhol at the back as well with the
yes,
faces
with the
Marilyn Monroe and the Campbell's soup tins.
That's cool. Yeah,
it's brilliant. It's a good touch.
Well, I really enjoyed rewatching that one. I just wonder when I last watched that. A long time ago. But it still feels sort of, it hasn't aged particularly. You know, it feels fresh and fun still. Not fun, but you know what I mean. I enjoyed it. It doesn't feel dated. So if you're listening to this and you've got some thoughts on Fires of Pompeii, do let us know. We'd love to know what other people think of it. And hopefully this episode commentary will do well. People will enjoy it, and we'll do another
enjoy
one.
it.
Yeah, please.
You
let us
sound
know,
almost desperate there, mate.
Yeah.
You know, it's good fun to do.
I am enjoying it. Do you know what? Even if
stories.
Even if no one listens.
Yeah, well, do you know? I tell you what as well. It's really stoked my anticipation of seeing David Tennant and Catherine Tate again, the Doctor and Donna. You know, they are a great combination.
Oh, they are.
Just spark off each other like that. The dialogue. When you can sense that something's been written for them like that, and plays off their skills and their ability to do that, and they've got great chemistry. So put all that in the pot, and I think it's going to be great. And I really, really hope that we do get that payoff to Donna's mind wipe, because I know you asked me on it earlier, and you know as well as I do, mate. I've said it before in this podcast. I hate it with a passion. It just makes me angry. So please, Russell. Well, it's already done, isn't it? It's already.
So you can beg him as much as you want.
It doesn't matter
it's done
unless
now.
I can. Well, just the straight suit. Just do some sort of quantum entanglement trickery. You manifest now, and it actually, through quantum strings, goes back into the past. That's exactly what happens. So you can do it. So you can make people win quiz shows and things. When you win, watching a quiz show and you're really rooting for someone, and it's recorded like 6 months ago, but the fact you're rooting for them can actually change what happened on that day.
It's just like when you hold your car keys to your forehead and it makes the unlocking thing go further.
That's physics. That's physics. That's proper. That's physical. That's Newtonian physics. That is.
How do you spell it? BULLS.
Your head is like a loudspeaker. It's like an antenna. It just throws it out and it just magnifies the signal around inside your cranium, and then it just blasts it out like.
It's more like just a rock.
Have you ever done that? Have you actually done it? With your car key up to your head. Do it. Make sure your car is a distance away, like a good distance where you can do it, and it doesn't work, right? And then do it on your head, and you'll be like, "What the?"
No, I have tried it. It does work.
Anyway,
and on that note, thanks for listening as always.
Yes.
And we will catch you next week.
Not literally catch you. We don't go around with a big basket or anything like that. I mean, I don't know what Jeff does in his own time, to be honest.
How do you think we get
basket man, ready to catch stray listeners?
How do you think we get listeners?
Yeah.
They're all in a cage. No, that's
Stop now. Brilliant. Thank you for listening.
Thanks,
Thank you
everyone.
for watching along if you did that. And we shall see you on our
See you
very
soon.
next podcast. Bye for now.
Bye. Bye.